Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Hearthstone Arena with my Shaman deck, currently at 3-1. And the deck construction and the first two games were not recorded, which feels kind of silly. But there we go, we have it going on now. Last video, 2 wins in a row. We'll see how much else we can do. I mean, already at this point, I'm at the break-even point, which is mathematically what, like, all players will average out to, right, is that. But I always expect to do slightly better than average, because I feel that I must be slightly better at card games than, you know, the scrubbiest type of people. Certainly not better than everyone, but... I think starting with a Hex is bad. You mostly save it for endgame kills. Early on, I'd rather another creature. I don't mind having the Demolisher early on. And maybe a Lightning Bolt to protect it, I think is okay. Probably Lightning Bolt something early. Yeah. Oh, well, that's not too shabby. Now, first turn will be a pass. And second turn will probably be Fairy Dragon. Oh, Chillwind Yeti. Very good. Alright. I'm okay with that. There's not a really good place to do the Lightning Bolt. It's always kind of annoying. If I turn 2 Fairy Dragon, I might have to turn 3 Lightning Bolt Totem, and then my turn 4 will actually be the Demolisher at that point. But that is entirely manageable. Innervate! Oh! We might be Lightning Bolting quite early. Innervate plus coin.
You call that?
Okay, it could be worse. That could have been a Yeti, but it's not great. I think we're going to have to spend a couple of cards killing him. But that's okay, because he basically had to spend a couple of cards, you know, 2.5, I suppose, if you count the coin, summoning him. So it's okay to trade for a loss. I think the answer will be Fairy Dragon this turn. Hope that he doesn't have Claw. And then followed up with a Lightning Bolt. Even if he does have Claw, there's always a possibility I'll be able to get Spell Damage Totem plus Lightning Bolt. So I think this is a start. I think it would be silly to Lightning Bolt this turn. We'll just do that. Because even though I'm immune to hero, like, spells and hero powers, he can still claw me. If he's got that, because it just gives him +2 attack, and then he attacks me. Alright, he attacked me directly, which is interesting. We'll definitely totem, and then hope we get spell damage. That's a very odd choice. Yeah, because if I get the spell damage, then I can just kill him directly with Lightning Bolt. Come on, spell damage. Yes! Alright, this is all of a sudden a really, really good situation. So now there's kind of a point for him having done that, because I was planning on using Lightning Bolt Fairy Dragon to kill off that dude, which meant the fact that he took 3 points of damage injuring the Fairy Dragon was stupid, but now it means he can just do it again and kill it off. Yeah, he'll take 6 points of damage in total, but... you know, he still gets ahead on card advantage, and at this point, when you're over 20 life still, doesn't really matter how much life you've kind of spent to get things done. So turn 4, Chillwind Yeti. So that Demolisher's not going to get played for a while, but that's alright. Well, I suppose I could go Novice Engineer Totem, but I think that would be stupid. Oh, it's still locked. Never mind. I'm misinterpreting the display. Novice Engineer or Totem would be much, much worse than simply playing the Demolisher, which is pretty threatening and annoying to whatever he ends up with. So I'm going to do that. You know, it's not bad. The Demolisher is not a great card, but every now and again it really works out in your favor, and especially if you can protect it. What would be interesting if I drew a Sun Fury Protector now is, would I give it Taunt? Because it's not a bad taunt. Okay, so he's going to Wrath it without drawing a card, and then he's going to claw at it. Or Imnak likes to say, Kung Fu it. Bah! And again, you spent a card to remove a card, so the Demolisher traded 1 for 1. And that's okay. And actually inflicted 1 point of damage. I think we're going to... I mean, I could Novice Totem and call it. I could just Chillwind Yeti, but all those would be silly. Let's just play the Tiger now. Absolutely. Since he can't use direct removal on it. And if he plays a pretty big fatty, I've got a lot of solutions to that potential problem. Like that Earthshock deals 2 damage. Like, the spell damage totem is so good. Okay, that is vaguely annoying. I could silence that. I could copy it. A part of me just wants to draw 2 cards this turn. I could also Chillwind Yeti. But if there are no immediate threats to deal with, there's something to be said about playing both gnomes. I'd probably have to trade. Actually, I suppose I should play Novice Engineer first and see if it gives me any solution. I still want to keep the Faceless. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Well, Novice first. See what it happens.
You like my invention?
Well, I could Axe plus Earthshock to kill this guy. Which means then I would still have my 5/5 on the table. And I think that's good. I tend to like to keep the Earthshock for a silence. But it's a nice opportunity right here with the spell damage. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. It is going to overload me. And obviously I'm going to take a fair amount of damage. But it didn't take a fair amount of damage from that. Job done. Okay. I like it. Good board position. He's got a lot of cards in hand. And Druids can very, very rapidly gain control over the situation. They've got some good taunters, some good high-end fat. Especially in Arena, you can expect quite a few things. Druid of the Claw. At 8 mana, the Ironbark Treefolk. And obviously any of the Ancients. Ancients of Lore, Ancients of War. Now, while they are epics, so they're a little less common, I'm picking away at something that's on my screen here with the mouse. There we go. Oh, I just got it off. Oh, no, gotta rub it clean. Much better. Alright, that's interesting. Would have been nice to silence that. I could Fire Elemental and then just kill it with that. Then my Fire Elemental would take the 2 damage from the death of this thing. Or I kill it with the Stranglethorn Tiger and then everything on my board dies. At least if I play the Fire Elemental, then I have a 3 health Tiger and Fire Elemental left. And that's not too shabby. I think that's what we're going to do. I could copy it, I could chill in, I could do other things. I could sort it. No, this is the way to do it. This. What's that?
Sure.
Boom. It even features him. I don't think there's any reason to weapon him. I think I'll save it just in case. I need extra removal. Technically, I have lethal on the board right now. If he doesn't draw a taunt or removal, I just kill him. Now, he's got a lot of cards in hand. I'm sure he's got some taunt or some removal at least. Is he going to Wrath it? Oh, Swipe. Swipe's very good. Very, very good. In fact, playing a Druid deck in the Arena is like all about how much Swipe do you get? You have any creatures to follow that up with? No. Well, we can just weapon that. We can also draw a card, which I think is the way to go. Gnomish Inventor, Yeti, weapon, hit him for 5.
I wonder.
Still no reason to Faceless right now. Okay, so we'll Gnomish Inventor first to see what the card is.
Pass me that Arclight Spanner.
Wow. So I can inflict 10 damage right now, which is not lethal. So I don't think I will. But he's pretty much dead next turn regardless. So we'll do this. Drop the Yeti. Attack him that way. I think I missed lethal. I think he would have been left with 1 hit point.
Well played.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you've got no way of clearing the board at this point. And even if you did, even if you have a really fat taunter, I can just get through it one way or another. Wind Fury without charge.
The end is coming!
Doomsayer without a taunt. Alright, GG. I don't like DM and crazy stuff on my turn. Every now and again you want to say like, oh, I had this cool stuff in my hand, so I'll play it out first. But usually it's not polite. Just win. Alright, 4-1. I like Shaman. Shaman is very compatible with my style. I find that I do very poorly with Warlock, and also even Mage decks in the Arena. And I know that Mage does pretty good in the Arena. Less so now that Pyroblast costs 10. But overall, relatively compatible. Like, overall, a Mage is still considered to be pretty good in the Arena. And it just doesn't work for me for whatever reason.
Brawl!
I think it's the mage-specific cards that I end up picking. I mean, the hero power is great, obviously.
For Doomhammer.
Alright. Abusive Sergeant. I could just turn one, drop him. I do have the coin. It'd be nice to get something. So I can coin out a Demolisher on turn 2, which is a question of value. I think I'm going to throw back the Fire Elemental again. And I'm going to throw back the Abusive Sergeant. Just because I'm hoping for a good 2 mana cost something. I mean, I guess I can always just totem. Is it silly to hold on to the Cult Master at this point? It might be. There are better turn 4 drops in terms of, like, tempo and making sure I don't just die. He's so easy to remove. He's better late game, I feel. When you can, like, you've got stuff on the table and you can cast him and then attack or do something like that. Like, using him as just your turn 4 drop is a little bit poor. Alright. I think I'm going to turn to Demolisher. I could also turn to Axe, which will leave me with some overload, but it provides me some pretty good response. Okay, no, that's fine. You can hit me for 1, that's totally okay. I'll Demolisher, and then if you play a creature, it's probably going to be Demolisher. I could just play the Stormforged Axe, and I'd have just 2 mana on turn 3. That would be kind of poor. This way I have the option of Lava Bursting. I have the option of doing a few different things. I could Lightning Bolt Totem. I like it. Coin. Demolisher. Go. Demolisher's just hard enough to remove with the Wicked Knife. The Snapjaw is not, you know, the greatest creature in the world, but he's hard to deal with. You can tend to trade a lot in the arena. Like, you wouldn't put him in a constructed deck unless you're doing something really weird and gimmicks key, maybe as a priest. But in the arena, he can often trade like 2 for 1. So he's not a first pick, but he's acceptable. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully it doesn't really matter, actually, because I can just Lightning Bolt this guy away, which is probably the better thing to do. I like it. Totem plus Lightning Bolt. Because I could Axe melee, I could Lava Burst. All those things seem pretty stupid. Does limit me to just 3 mana in the next turn. But I think it's going to be okay. So I can actually do 4 damage, but with nothing. Alright, some semblance of board control. I still have the Axe in my hand, which is really nice, which is probably all I'm going to be able to play next turn with my 3 mana. Although, if he happens to play, like, a Yeti, I might just Lava Burst it. Actually. Yeah.
I wonder.
I mean, I'd stay freaking mana locked. Or overloaded. But it might not be a terrible play. I'd still be stuck at 3, which is really annoying. If I was stuck at 4, it wouldn't be quite as bad. Okay, that's... Actually, that's very good. Because I can just Stormforged Axe. Kill it that way. I'm very happy with this. I'll still have 1 mana lock crystal, but it'll be locked at 4, where I've got plays.
Elements guide me.
Good card efficiency. I mean, he's got 6 cards in hand. I'll have 6 on my turn. And I've got creatures on the board. The Swampoos. Oh, that is actually... That is very annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's certainly very annoying. Oh, that is also exceptionally annoying. Okay. All of a sudden, this took a pretty annoying turn. Alright, well, at least we got a kill. I was worried it was going to hit the Swampoos at this point. Let's see. In a sense, these 2 creatures are currently both equivalent in that they can potentially help me deal with the Swampoos problem, especially if we happen to hit it with the Demolisher. Or even not. You know, if it kills the Demolisher, and it only has 2 health left, then we can kill it with either one of these. One lets me draw a card. I don't think there's any reason I'd want to Lava Burst it, so I'm going to go with the one that lets me draw a card above the one that's just slightly tougher.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
And I think I'm just going to attack him. He's pretty much going to be forced to kill the 1/3 at this point, so that it doesn't just keep doing the Demolisher stuff. Demolisher's gotten good value this turn, or this game. Happy with that. So next turn, I will have 6 mana available. which could be War Leader Lava Burst. It could be Snapjaw Totem. Nope, as expected. And then we just trade our 2 creatures to the middle. Oh, and then he's going to knife it. Okay, alright, that's interesting. I don't like the fact that I'm left with nothing on the board. It makes the Snapjaw a lot more appealing, though. Gets +1/+1. Now, I could do this plus Lava Burst to remove the creature, which certainly seems wasteful, but leaves me with a 3/5 that's going to be difficult to deal with.
I wonder.
Alternatively, Snapjaw Totem. Three, 5, and board control, and then 5 mana on my next turn. Ooh, I feel like both of these plays are a little bit weakish. I think I'm going to go for the Snapjaw Totem play. Because I'd rather Lava Burst something else. He's more or less going to be forced, I think, to kill the spell damage totem. I might be wrong. I probably should have just eliminated the creature while I had the chance. Like, keeping the opponent's side of the board clear is often really important. It'll certainly be annoying if he's got another Shattered Sun Cleric.
So many options.
Alright, that's interesting. Kill this. Invite him to hit me with the 7/7 so I can put down the Molten Giant. Or he might just go and kill my 2/7, which would be weird, I think. What's my play this turn?
What to do?
I can kill it with a Bloodlust. Oh no, I don't have enough mana for all that. Tiger Totem. It'd be nice if I got the Taunt Totem.
What to
You can
do?
drop Elemental Yeti. Which would probably force him to do some trading, which would weaken him enough to be Lava Bursted. No, you know what? Either way, I'll be able to... Yeah, alright, this is fine. I'm going to go Totem Tiger. That works out pretty well. Because if I can hit him for 2, if I can hit him with the turtle, one way or another, then I can just Lava Burst him. I can go Unbound Elemental, Lava Burst, Totem on my turn. That leaves me in a relatively good spot. We'll see what he does. I got a lot of cards now. Okay, the taunt complicates things a little. Probably means I have to trade my Tiger one way or another. Oh, the backstab is nicely played. Doesn't really change my plan, though. Because I'm still... Yeah, as long as he ends up with 2 damage on there, I'm okay with that. So... Mostly we're a combination of Lava Burst plus Tiger to clear the 2 big things. And that leaves me enough mana to... I could Unbound first.
I wonder.
Leaving me with a 3/5 and a totem. Or I can Booty Bay Bodyguard. I think what we do is Unbound, Lava Burst, Totem, trade. Maybe another taunter. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, spell damage is fine too. Which probably means he'll just kill the spell damage totem with the bird. Which doesn't really do much for me, actually. It's effectively just a taunt totem here.
Join or
Or
die, or both.
he can sacrifice his bird, but I mean... I wouldn't actually kill something. He'd get a card out of it, but it was really not that great.
Threaten me!
And what's going to be important is killing this dude off first. 7 mana. Which I think means Booty Bay Totem attack. It sucks that he can kill the Booty Bay Bruiser outright, though. I could Bloodlust, which would give me enough to kill this. I could also Yeti War Leader, which would probably effectively play the same kind of role as a taunt. I think he'd be forced to do some trading. But he could actually clear my side of the board with that. And if I wait until next turn, I can drop these guys and do some taunt stuff and whatever. Okay. God, I keep getting spell damage. Not that I really need it.
Get behind.
Definitely kill that so that he can't get a bunch of card advantage. At least he's out of cards. If I deal with the problem on the board as is, I've got massive, massive card advantage. I'm also still not casting my Molten Giant. Like, at this point, I can cast it for 10, like if I'm at 20 health. Redunculous. Now, the ideal... Well, I guess he's probably going to kill that... Oh, he's going to kill that way. Oh, and then knife it. Oh, that had not occurred to me. I might have to do a Bloodlust kill with the totem. A lot of mana. I could hex it at this point. At least he doesn't have anything in his hand. I can hex it, draw the Murloc and the Yeti. And that's pretty good. You can't do anything with this. Well, I suppose you can sacrifice the Loot Hoarder plus his weapon to kill the War Leader, which is probably what's going to be what happens. It's a little annoying.
What to do?
Or, oh, I don't need to hex, actually. I could drop the Yeti War Leader Sun Fury Protector. And he'd be forced to kill him with this dude. Saving me a hex for later. On the other hand, then I'd be down on some creatures. You know what? I think I don't need to hex that. There could be something way worse in his hand.
Shields up!
Alright, and then we win. I feel like I hesitated a little more than I needed to there, but there was some wonky stuff. Anyway, that's 2 more games in a row. We're now 5-1. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.